George Harrison's 5 favorite musicians to work with. In a world where guitars whispered secrets and sitars sang like birds at dawn, George Harrison stood not just as a Beatle, but as a seeker, a quiet magician, weaving sound into soul. Bob Dylan, the voice of the times. In Bob Dylan, George found a fellow poet adrift in the same fog of fame. It was the late 60s, a time of revolution, revelation, and ridiculously good hair. Dylan's cryptic lyrics felt like riddles whispered by an old forest god. They jammed in quiet corners of Woodstock, planting the seeds of the traveling Wilburys years later. For George, Dylan didn't just write songs. He built temples out of truth. Ravi Shanker, the spiritual maestro. Ravi Shanker was George's musical guru, a North Star in a sonic galaxy. When pop stardom lost its sparkle, Ravi opened a door to ancient wisdom. George didn't just pick up the sitar, he fell into its universe. Their concerts became spiritual rituals where the crowd didn't just listen, they transcended. To George, Ravi was more than a mentor. He was a bridge between the earthly and the eternal. Eric Clapton, the guitar virtuoso. With Eric Clapton, the bond was tangled and electric. A friendship forged in fretboards, fire, and a few broken hearts. Clapton's bluesy brilliance made George both admire and compete, perhaps the only guitarist he truly envied. Their music bled with emotion, especially when words fell short. And even as life twisted in complex chords, their guitars kept talking. Each solo was a letter from one soul to another. Billy Preston, the 5th Beatle of joy. When the Beatles teetered on the edge, Billy Preston was the spark that reignited joy.
I really wanna be with you. I really wanna see.
Pulled from a Ray Charles concert into the stormy Apple studios, Billy brought more than talent. He brought light. George saw in him something rare, unfiltered soul, the kind that lifts a room. Later, on All Things Must Pass, Billy's organ flowed like golden syrup through every melody. To George, Billy wasn't just a collaborator. He was a reminder that music, at its best, was play. Tom Petty, the Heartland storyteller. Tom Petty was the little brother George never had, all denim charm and honest chords.
How was I to know you would upset me?
In the flashy 80s, their music stripped things back, simple, true, timeless. With Petty, songwriting became joyful again, like sketching songs in the sand. In the traveling Wilburys, they joked, jammed, and shared quiet wisdom. George said Tom reminded him why he loved music in the first place, because it made the world a little less lonely. These musicians weren't just collaborators. They were co-pilots in George's magical journey through sound. And in every note, you can still hear the whisper of peace.